Hello and welcome to a video on how to differentiate basic polynomials for AS level maths. So the way that we differentiate a polynomial, so a polynomial is anything like this down here. So y equals 3x squared plus 4x plus 5. So the way we do it is, I've got it written down here. So we multiply the coefficient by the power, and then you decrease the power by 1 for each single term in the polynomial. So let's do an example to begin with. So we've got y equals 3x squared plus 4x plus 5. So the way we're going to do this is to, when we differentiate, use this symbol. So that's saying that you're differentiating the equation with respect to x. But obviously, because the equation is y, dy over dx. So we say multiply the coefficient by the power. So the coefficient is 3, power is 2, that'll be 6. Then we decrease the power by 1, so that's just x to the 1, which is just x. So here, like I said, the x is just x to the 1. 1 times 4, just be 4. And decrease the power by 1, be x to the 0. Anything to the power of 0 is 1, so just leave it as 4. And then any constant, anything that hasn't got an x, just get rid of it. Don't need it, will not be there in the differentiation, in the derivative as such. So let's try another example here. So we have another example here. So we've got dy by dx equals, so we've then got 4 times the 6, which will give us 24. And we've got x, and then we decrease the 4 by 1 to get 3. Next one, we've got 3x to the 3, so do the 3 times the 3, which give you 9x, decrease the 3 by 1 to get squared. Like I said here, that's just an x to the 1, so that's 2 times 1, which is 2, decrease the x by 1, just be nothing, and the 1 is a constant, so doesn't go forward to the derivative. One more example, just to bring in some negative numbers into it, just to make sure it still works. So we've got 2 times 4, which is 8. And we've got the x, 2 minus 1 is just 1, so leave it like that. Then we've got minus, so we've got minus 6 times by 3, which is minus 18. Then we still got the x, and we decrease the power by 1, which goes to 2, and then 1's a constant, so get rid of that. So there you are, that is how you differentiate basic polynomials. So the reason that we do that is the derivative, or the differentiation, is known as the gradient function, or working out the gradient function. So the way this works is, obviously with a curve, you obviously can't get a real gradient. When you've got a straight line, you can work out the gradient because the gradient is constant. It's going to be the same no matter where you judge it on a straight line. Whereas a curve, the gradient's going to change. And the derivative gives you the way of, it's called gradient function. So at any x value, you can put that x value into the derivative of an equation of a curve, and it will give you the gradient at that point. So yeah, like I said here, so the derivative is also known as the gradient function. So to find the gradient of any x value, plug that number into dy by dx. So, well, I said dy by dx here, but we've got f of x here. So find the gradient at x equals 2 for the curve f of x. So f of x is 3x cubed plus 4x squared plus 3x plus 5. So obviously we don't write dy by dx because it's not y. So instead we just do f with a little dash up there, x equals. So we have to differentiate this to find the gradient function. So 3 times 3, 9x minus 1 on the 3 squared plus 8x plus 3. And obviously the 5 is a constant, so we get rid of that. So that is our gradient function. But that's not what the question's asking. The question's saying find the gradient when x equals 2. So just remember that x equals 2. So we now have the gradient function. So now for any x value, we can plug that x value in, and it will give us the gradient at that point. So we just say, keep it as f(x) because we know that that's the gradient function, so whatever that will be for any value of x, well, actually, no, might as well go back, sorry, and put 2 in those brackets. So then that's us finding the gradient of 2 of this curve. So plug in 2 in, you get 9 into 2 squared plus 8 into 2 plus 3. So we can simplify that to that's just 9 times 4, which is 36, plus 16 plus 3, which gives you 55. There you are. So the gradient at x equals 2 will be 55. That's what the question was asking. The question could ask to find the equation of that line. So you know that the equation of a line is y equals mx plus c. There'll be more examples of these in another video, which I will be doing, but just to quickly run over it. So you know that m is going to be 55, and then you've got to work out c. So the way that we work out lines, you do it in coordinate geometry. You do y minus y1 equals m into x minus x1, where y1 and x1 are coordinates you found. So you already know that an x coordinate is 2. Then you put that into the equation of the curve. I'm not sure that'll get you. I haven't got my calculator on me, I'm not going to work out in my head. That'll give you the y value, so then you plug that y value into there, plug the x value into there, you know what m is, then that will just give you the equation of a line rearranged, and you'll end up getting a plus c or a minus c on the end, and then you've got the equation of the line. Or they might ask for the coordinates, or whatever it may be, is not too difficult to work out. So I hope that explained it well. If not, I'll do another video on answering many questions on it, because it's one of the biggest topics you have to learn first and second year. So making sure you've got a very good start on it is a very, very good idea.